All right, people. We got a new task today. This is a little different than the usual. So this is going to be plumbing underground. As you can see, I cut that carpet pipe. I've never done plumbing underground such as this, but sometimes you get a doozy. You get something unexpected. Problem I'm having here is connecting my, moving my toilet. It was this way, coming this way, but we wanted to put it this way because it didn't make any sense. The previous owners had the toilet facing the door, and once you open the door inward, you only had about a foot to move. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so we're moving the toilet, therefore it's going to be over here now, opposed to where it was right here. So, but here's the problem. Once I broke out the concrete, you see this carpet pipe? This carpet pipe, they had it as a junction pipe. So it was going over there to the outside faucet. It was also connected here to the toilet. Then it also was connecting way over here to the sink over here. We're not going to have a sink. We're going to have a sink on the outside. But yeah, they had it as a junction. I never seen carpet underground. I'm not saying that this is something that don't ever happen. But as you can see, this thing, well, you see how it went all the way up under there? And it was sitting much higher than that. So therefore, it was giving me a problem. I'm glad when I was doing the concrete, I ain't bust the pipe. So I just cut the pipe. And now we're problem solving. Or a better way to put it, as an old movie. Y'all remember this old movie when the guy used to always say this? If you know the actor used to always say, improvise, adapt, overcome. You remember who said that? Remember, that was Clint Eastwood in the old movie, Heartbreak Ridge. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Now, some of you, this may help some of you. Some of you may have naysayers and go, oh, you didn't have to do that. Well, anyway, my whole thing is the plumbing that should have been done was the proper way. It should have been through the beams as plumbing normally do. But they didn't do that. And you know what? I don't feel like digging out, going renting a jackhammer again and digging all this out. So I'm just going to improvise, as I said. Improvise, adapt, overcome. So here we go. Check this little thing that I came up with. It's a real simple, different type of solution that it may help some of you out there. Now check out what I'm doing. So in order to solve that problem, first of all, we get rid of this crap. So what we're going to do, we're going to do PEX. We're going to do PEX underground. Now, as all of you know, when you're doing PEX underground, they advise you there's a underground wrap that you can use to protect it because, you got moisture, dirt and stuff. It's going to corrode. So here's my thing. Instead of me doing a wrap, that wrap is like $16, $17 for that. But here's my solution. Put my PEX on. Boom. I'm going to go with that. Now watch out how, this is my solution. Simple connection. That's on there. Then I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to protect it with that. Use my duct tape. Remember, like they say, 1,000,001 uses. All right. We're going to duct tape that to protect it. Yeah, put it a little at a time. So dirty, all the dirt. So we're going to protect that piece. I'm going to do the same thing here. I know this is a bit much. Like I said, I know there's some jokers out there saying, yo, man, you're doing way too much. Hey, my whole thing is to protect this thing. That's all I'm doing. People always got different solutions they come up with. Well, this was mine. This was my solution. So now, it's protected. Matter of fact, I want to do that a little bit more. I know this is a little different type of thing, but that was the whole point of me doing that little impression. I ain't saying I'm the best impressionist, but doing that little impression because the whole point of that movie with Clint Eastwood was he was saying throughout the whole movie, you got to learn how to improvise. adapt, overcome. You're going to always have obstacles in life where the normal procedure's not going to work. So therefore, you got to come up with ways to say, all right, how can I overcome that obstacle? I'm dealing with a really crazy obstacle. How can I overcome it from the normal? That's the whole point of me saying that. So, like I said, you could have easily got the wrap, and it's for underground work. But guess what? This was cheaper, less expensive, and there's no way you're gonna tell me that's not protected. Now check this out. Here's another problem I had, because they had the carpet pipe running horizontal, which I thought was so crazy. Like I said, the proper way to do it was to go through the beams, and it's protected for a huge number of years, or if not a lifetime, because it's not under moisture and all that type of stuff, dirt. So now here's my second connection. Once again, protect this pipe. I want to protect the pipe, so I'm going to connect it here. I love PEX. And then, if you could come over this way, baby, if you could. Mm-hmm. And then, here's my other connection here. Zoom in. And real simple, just like on the other side.
You're in the way.
All right, here's my connection. And then, since this is a flex tube, boom. Get that in there. And that's protected. Now, remember, see, that's exposed, just like the other side is exposed. So now I use this thing to protect it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. Like I said, they advise you, if you're doing underground work and you're using PEX, you should use the wrap that you could get at any hardware store, almost any hardware store. And it's strictly for underground. It's actually going to say that. It's going to say underground work for PEX.
Tape.
I mean, yeah, for
Tape.
underground wrap. That's what it's called. It's called underground wrap for your shark bite. That's what these are called, shark bites. So they have that, and that's what you would use in most cases. But in my case, like I said, I'm improvising. It's always good to improvise. We always get all kind of things in life that's a little different than what we actually expected. Or so it's like, how good are you at improvising? Adapt, overcome. Remember, like I said, the old Clint Eastwood movie. Improvise, adapt, overcome. See? Now, by me doing that, no moisture, it's protected. I know it's a little unorthodox, but my whole point was to just being able to protect it from all the elements, the moisture and all that. Get another one. I know it's, like I said, I know it's a bit much. I know some of you out there may be saying, what the heck is he doing? It's a little different than the normal. There's no way no one out there hasn't came across a problem and you just always had all the solutions and the answers. Sometimes you had to do stuff a little different. And you go, wow, did it work? If it worked, that's what matters. Because other than that, remember, you always got people out there that know better than you, or think they do, or know-it-alls. Know-it-alls know everything. You know how they go. Like they say, it's only one person in the whole world that knows everything. And that's a fool. A fool, you can't tell a fool nothing because they know everything. But my whole point with this is to protect the pipe. Now, that is protected from moisture, I could go ahead and get this started. So, just thought I'd give you something different to think about. What we dealing with today, as I said, the main problem was the carpet line was in there. It's that carpet pipe, it had rust, corrosion all on it. I'm still gonna leave it there, but now it's protected. I got a PEX line, and I got a shark bite there, and I got the shark bite covered with an encasing. Then I close it off with duct tape, and I did the same side on this side. It's enclosed in a plastic casing, and I close it off with duct tape to stop the moisture. But hey, hope y'all appreciate it. This is just from a different perspective. I'm sure somebody else got a different way of doing it. Like I said, the proper way would have been I should have bust this out. I would have to go rent a jackhammer again. Bust this all out. Take that line up. Drill through each beam. Come over here. But over here, we're not even going to be using this no more. So I could have shut it off, but I just said, man, this is open already. I'm not going to rent that again. I'm just going to deal with the problem now. And the way I'm going to deal with the problem is the old saying from that movie. Improvise, adapt, overcome. When you're dealing with obstacles in the world, you got to know how to say, all right, how can I handle this? I normally go about it that way, or the book said go about it this way, or the contract said do it that way, but I got another way it could work. Even sometimes you may impress people to go, wow, that actually worked. I didn't think of that. So hopefully this helps somebody else out. On that note, let y'all go. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Peace.